Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and hello, Digidestin. Welcome to the King's Courts. A very, very special deck profile from our good friend. We'll call him C. Go ahead, take it away.
All right, well, it was about early November. We had another Ultimate Cup, and I placed top 8 with Dorbick again. This time I used a different engine from the other two. We've done Hero, we've done normal Guillemon base, and then this one is a little bit different. So let's go ahead and start with the eggs. It's still four copies of Coromon this time. Simple effect, once per turn, when you remove security, you draw one. Pretty good. No fifth egg this time.
Did you ever miss the fifth egg?
Not really, just because I needed the consistency for this case. In this case, we got only 3 copies of When Attacking Promo Guillemon this time. There is a reason for that.
All different art, nice.
All different art. When attacking, you draw one. It's free. So we have a reason for 3 of those, because our next 3... Because this time we are running the Elizamon package. So we have 4 copies of Elizamon.
What do you think that new Eliza is going to be coming out?
We'll see. I'm hoping for a Trash 2 draw 1 at some point. Or Trash 1 draw 2. But for now we have the Searcher, reveal top 3, add a Reptile or Dragonkin, so it does search the Guillemon. And 1 Liberator, which is all your other stuff, so it can even add itself. And then Inheritable, when security is removed, you gain 1, so if you're evoing up the line, it helps out. And the reason we run 3 Guillemon is because this time I decided to run 3 of the EX3 Sonorizas. The when attacking is a little different. Instead of drawing 1, you're looking at the top 3 and adding anything with Dragon Sword or Ceratopsian in the deck, which is basically all your targets aside from your Reptile rookies. So he'll add anything else that you're missing off the Eliza. And then to round off the rookies, we have 1 Gamamon that when you play a Red Tamer, you draw 1 and delete a 3K.
I really like that
and
artwork.
the Guillemon X. So then that makes it a total of 12 rookies. And the Guillemon X will help you search your 1 copy of X Antibody. So that goes.
Did you ever miss rookies when you were playing the games?
Starting off a bit, but thankfully it wasn't all of the time.
He's active.
That goes for the rookies. For the level 4s, we're running nothing but 1-ofs. We'll start off with the BT1 Cyclomon, which is searchable off Eliza and has a security effect to play itself out. It's also a Floodgate Popper, because it deletes a 4K or less and gives you a plus 2K boost. And then we have Guillemon X, for the draw 1, because sometimes you just want to keep digging further. You don't really get the X antibody effect unless you get your 1-of, but you're not focusing on it this time around compared to the other Guillemon engine. Then we have 1 copy of EX8 Tyrannomon, which is another security popper, so just show up out of security and give you another source, which is really good. It also has a 2K DP, and then we're running the 1 copy of the hybrid for game, the original one, just because it's a 2 Evo instead of a 3 that the new ones do. Sometimes I do miss that dual color in the 3 Evo, but I think having 1 less Evo is worth it this time around. 1 copy of Security Greymon this time around, not 2. And then 1 copy of Battle Gamamon. You're not going to get the when Digivolving effect because you don't run any heroes, but you want it for the Inheritable and for the fact that Elizamon searches it out because it's a Dragonkin. And then we have 1 copy of Gulus, which is also a Security Mon. He tucks a Gamma underneath to pop a level 4, which is another good Floodgate blocker. And Retail might not ever come up, but if in this case it didn't, but it's still useful. And then we got 2 copies of Chaos Gamamon, which is the BT22 one, which is the one you're kind of replacing most of your plus 2K ups because it's giving Dorbickmon jamming. So you don't really need the 2K ups. So this time we only have 9 level 4s. So yeah, it's kind of like a mini Gamamon engine. And they're all searchable off Eliza.
And the Gamamon matches your Dorbick sleeves.
Yes, it does. On to the level 5s. We have... did I run 1? Yeah, 1. Now it should be... Oh, I think I got 2 copies of Majiramon this time around. Usually I run 1 for that on Suspend. For the most part, there are a little bit smaller stacks nowadays. Instead of protection, they're kind of popping off. In the case of Hoodie, it plays something out instead of sticking around, so it's a little bit more useful this time around.
How does this deck play against Hoodie too?
It's a 50-50. Either they high roll you, or you high roll them.
Basically, you get your stuff before they start doing Hoodie things.
Yeah. Then we have 2 copies of Hisaru. Usually I run 1, but like I said, it's a little bit more option heavy nowadays with Hoodie being able to play options for free, so they can just
that
run
deck needs to
a lot of
get hit or
removal. And then you also have Royal Knights still running around with their Last Guardians that I don't want them to have in the battle area.
Sure.
And then we have one copy of EX8 Master Tyranno, one copy of EX7 Lavo Garita, one copy of VT20 Wingdramon, and one copy of VT20 Pyodramon, and then one copy of VT21 Cyberdramon.
All the good dragons.
All the good dragons. Cyberdramon helps when you don't have the jamming because he's +4, not +2. Pyodramon's good for, and the rest of these are good for security attack +1, but they all pop to a certain degree. Wingdramon pops a 6k, Master pops an 8k, and he has Fortitude. So that's all your good dragons that can help you load up sources as well because they all have security attack +1.
All right.
That's all for the 5s. For the 6s, we have our 4 copies of Dorbickmon.
Always gotta have the boy, right?
Always gotta have him, but I still wish we had a second version because there are games where I do not see him and that can cost me.
I'm really surprised he didn't get like a new card in Sinister Order since that was like a villain set.
I know, that's my biggest disappointment for the set, but it's fine. Still has Rush, still pops up to 13 for 5 sources, is a Digicross +2. You might not need the 5 sources in this build because of a certain Tamer you run.
If you ever did get a new Dorbick, what would you want it to do?
I mean, it would still need Rush. Preferably maybe give it progress as well. That's the Eliza keyword of when attacking, they're unaffected by all effects until the end of attack.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So that would mean you don't need Hisaru anymore. Maybe just offshoot the delete or something. Delete's a little bit weak this time around.
I mean, all your inherent, a lot of them delete anyways.
Yeah, a lot of them delete, but a lot of people have way to outs delete nowadays.
Now, would you want it to be Digicross or Assembly?
Probably Digicross. Assembly would be interesting, but I don't think we need the Assembly.
All right.
One of this time, the Black War Greymon Ace is just too. It's just too good, and I've been looking for a secondary level 6. Pops Tamers, Raid Blocker Reboot in the event of emergency, and funny enough, Royal Knights can't out it if they don't have the Omni X.
Alright.
Because they pull out a 13k and he's unaffected. This played a little bit good against some of the matchups, especially where they had 13k or higher.
Black War Ace, in my experience, actually does really well against Royal Knights and Omnimon.
Yeah. In this case, I only have one. I tried it at 2, but I was seeing it too much.
You need another one? I could let you borrow one of mine.
Nah, I'm good at 1.
Okay.
That should be the less of the 6, which means the last card I have is the 7, which is your finisher, Omni X.
Alright.
Always there. I run it at 2. I know some lists run it at 3, but I see it enough at 2. Raid Piercing Blocker, it will out basically anything. If it doesn't bottom deck, it'll just swing over it with Raid and Piercing, gives itself Rush, or gives something Rush at the end of the turn for the double attack.
You're not a fan of BT 13 Gallant or Promo Gallant anymore?
In this engine, no. Because in this engine, you're not filling up trash.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But in other engines, I still do like them. That should be it for the Digimon. Now on to the Tamers. So the reason you don't need 5 sources is because in this case, I ran 3 copies of VT21 Owen.
What do you think of the new one and that new option card?
I think this will be interesting in testing, but nothing so far because we haven't seen his new Tamer yet.
True.
Start of main, you just if a Digimon gain 1. End of turn gives one of your Dragonkins or Reptiles Piercing and lets it attack at the end of the turn. So you can move out one of your Sunarizzas, play out Eliza's Search, and then just tap this at the end to make the Sunarizza attack and still get your Search off.
In the new set that's going to have more support for Dragonkin, or do you think the deck's going to take on more of like a Dragonkin engine?
I don't know, because it's half Dragonkin, half Reptile in the case of Owen. Like his 4s are Reptiles, but his 5 or higher are Dragonkins. So it might be half and half, but it'll be interesting to see how it develops, because the top end can be a lot different. The new Medusa is pretty good for pure Medusa build. Yeah. At 3, might cut it back down to 2. I wanted to test it at 3, and I often saw it there was one time where I saw it in all my draws, and that was a little troublesome because I needed other things. 1 copy of Set or Tie.
Nice.
I never felt like I didn't need a second one, but like it memory sets you, gives you that security attack if you're missing any of your dragons, so he's still a good staple. Not much to say about that. And now we're down to the options. In this case, I only ran 4 copies of Wisteria Memory Boost. So as we know, red can meet the color requirement and looks for a blue and a red, so it searches your Kalos and your Majiras, which are pure blue.
That makes sense.
Yep. So then it searches the rest of your reds, which is also good. In this case, I also ran a good old card, 3 copies of Fireball, not 4. Saw him enough at 3. Lets you draw 2 and lets you pop a Floodgate. In this case, it does help. You want to be less on options in this case because you don't want Eliza to just reveal all options. And then for the last, the 1 copy of X Antibody, like I said.
Alright.
Because if you have 5 checks with Dorbick and you can tuck this in, you can swing and then Evo into Omni-X and get the 2nd check after clearing 5 security per game.
You ever have a hard time seeing the X Antibody?
Yes. I put it to 2, but in this case I ran it at 1 and was fine. Speaking of 1-ofs, the last card is Crimson Blaze.
You gotta play Crimson Blaze right now.
You gotta play Crimson Blaze right now because everything plays by effect and Gatsu keeps getting popped. Hoodie will find a way to out that Gatsu easily.
They will, absolutely.
Yep, and that is the deck list this time around. This is the 3rd time I've gotten top 8 with Ultimate Cup, and I've used 3 different engines, which is I've used Hero, I've used Pure Geo, and now I've used Eliza.
Dorbick Master right here, people. Is there any cards you're looking forward to trying out from future sets that have been revealed already?
There is one card they haven't revealed in Time Stranger, but I can't really say much about it other than he's a Dragonkin.
Alright, so if people want to see that, like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you think of the deck. You have any last minute advice for the people watching who want to play Dorbick?
Not really. There's a lot of weird different ways to play it nowadays. So there's a lot of different engines. It's a lot affordable than it used to be back starting out. And you're still just getting more support because as long as they keep making the protagonist dragons, you're just going to keep seeing more things you could slot into it, so provided it's not locked to an archetype.
Alright, so you heard from the Dorbick Master, guys. So if you want to see any more Dorbick content, gameplays, everything, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you the next time. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.